you are a perfectionist that tends to be an overachiever, type A and driven, you have probably noticed by now achieving and winning and accomplishing things, it doesn't give you the same high on the inside, like, ooh, that feels good as it used to. You go to the next level because you think, oh, this is going to feel so good. I just need to get there. And then you get there and you don't feel anything. Then you feel worse about that because you're like, man, I sacrificed so much and I did so much because I thought I was going to feel this way and now I don't. And now I feel even worse. I feel like I should be feeling this way and everyone around me is feeling really happy. So what's wrong with me? Sound familiar? You are in the right place. If you are ready to burn bright instead of burning out, to lead without losing yourself, and to enjoy the life you have worked so hard to create, then keep listening. I'm your host, America's leader on rewiring perfectionism, CLG, and this is Perfectionism Rewired, the podcast. Welcome to Perfectionism Rewired. Today's episode is the complete perfectionist guide to be proud of you so that you can build a life that feels as amazing on the inside as it does on the outside, instead of a life that feels hard all the time. Why we are talking about it is if you are in that rigid and exhausting perfectionism of nothing is ever good enough, left untreated, it will kill your joy, your presence, your relationships, your courage, and career. Ask me how I know. If proud is a foreign feeling for you, it is very painful to live this way. I lived there for 30 plus years. I felt so alone and frustrated. It didn't feel like it was under my control. And that's why I wanted to control everything. I was determined to figure this out. How do I upgrade from successful to proud of? We're going to talk about why being proud of yourself is a mission critical skill for all perfectionists. You're also going to discover what is getting in the way of you being proud of yourself currently, what we have been conditioned with, and what brings up hesitation in being proud of yourself. And if you are thinking, well, I don't have anything to be proud of, I am going to give you reasons that you can be proud of yourself. So let's get into it. This week, I have been reviewing all of my session notes from this year with Perfectionism Optimized private coaching clients. One thread that every single client experienced within their first, I'd say, month to 6 weeks of us coaching together is they develop the ability to be proud of themselves. Being proud of themselves, not based on achievements. Being proud of themselves for when their kids are having meltdowns, instead of them trying to control everything, being able to laugh at the dinner table in a moment where they previously would have been crying. Being proud of themselves for relaxing and giving themselves that space to take a week off. Being proud of yourself, why it is a mission critical skill is because being proud of yourself is a way of valuing yourself while you continue to be a high performer. If you continue succeeding, and maybe you've already realized this, when you continue improving yourself, going for growth from a place of inadequacy, that can only breed more inadequacy. Let's say you are trying to improve something and you're coming from the place of this isn't good enough. Even when you make those improvements that you believed would make it good enough, you're training your brain to always see what isn't good enough, what you did wrong. And when that happens, you never reach a place where you do feel like it's good enough, aka sufficient. When you're coming from inadequacy, you're never going to feel adequate with yourself. It's like you're multiplying by zero. When we are not allowing ourselves to be proud, regardless of what we've accomplished, you're actually going to accomplish less. There are tons of scientific studies on this where proud begets more proud. Operating from a place of inadequacy, not good enough, I don't know how to be proud of myself. It will never be good enough. I can tell you from 30 plus years of hard-earned experience, that didn't help me get any closer to my goals. It delayed them happening. And it only had me spinning my wheels, taking shits on myself, and continuously getting in my own way. What is getting in the way of you feeling proud? There is a fear. You will no longer have the motivation to achieve and accomplish more, to go for growth, if you feel proud of yourself now. And that you are just going to lazy on, lounge through life on sloth mode. As perfectionists, we'll try and deny ourselves being proud now so that we get to feel it in the future. We think that is what's going to motivate us to keep going. I want you to think about this like dating. That would be like denying yourself, finding yourself attractive or desirable now. Telling yourself, I'm not going to find one thing about who I am that I find appealing because I really want to feel desirable once I'm dating someone that I enjoy. If you don't think of yourself as attractive and desirable, no one else is going to think that about you. What makes someone more attractive is that like, oh, they're not looking for approval for me, just like what we covered in episode 236. Like, oh, they're not looking for that reassurance from me. It feels so good to be wanted instead of needed. Number one is that you're feeling like you'll lose your drive to achieve more. Number two, you are telling yourself, I don't have anything to be proud of. I understand that can feel true. Instead, I want to invite you to be the scientist and pretend that I am going to hand you $3 million if you can find one thing that you can be proud of yourself for in the next 10 seconds. I guarantee you will be able to find something. Even if it's, I'm proud of my honesty with myself when I say I feel that I don't have anything to be proud of. That can be something that you're proud of. Are you tired of being in a robotic relationship with success, with zero meaning or joy during the process, where your victories feel anticlimactic? If you're nodding your head yes, I might have the solution you've been searching for. Perfectionism Optimized, my one-on-one coaching program exclusively for perfectionistic people. One of our focuses is on emotional agility. And as a result of that, you are going to create a more balanced, regulated, and coherent nervous system. Or what I like to call, you are playing the majority of your time in the resilient zone. Some people call this your window of tolerance, but like, let's face it, as perfectionists, we have spent way too much time tolerating a lot of crap in our lives. You don't need to spend any more time tolerating. Let's upgrade you to the resilient zone. Hit the link in the show notes or go to CourtneyLoveGavin.com/optimized. Number three, what gets in the way of you being proud of yourself is that you are attaching productivity to proud. You are telling yourself that you only get to feel proud if you accomplish things. We have been conditioned that things give you permission and allow you to feel more of what you want to. You can feel more loved if you are married. You can feel more put together if you're wearing makeup. You can feel more beautiful if you are thin. You can feel more worthy of being able to relax if all of your debt is paid off. Those are not things that I believe. Those are just messages I took note of while watching commercials this week. Your life is bigger than the checkboxes you're measuring it with. Another example from a Perfectionism Optimized client I coached this week. In our session, she was like, I just keep failing at this. And I asked her, well, what can you be proud of? And she said nothing, and felt very, very true in nothing. How I reframed it for her and what I'm going to do for you is that if you are failing at something, if you are faltering a second time, a third time, a fifth time, 100th time, that is something to be proud of. Too many perfectionists just do passive failing where they say, oh, conditions aren't perfect. Oh, I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it tomorrow. So for you to be missing the mark, that means you are showing the F up. That means you are in the arena of your life instead of being someone in the stands watching their life happen to them. You're someone who is going for it. That is something for you to be immensely proud of. Another thing that's in the way of you being proud of yourself is this belief that feelings and emotions are monolithic. Feeling proud of yourself does not require that you eradicate all negative feelings and thoughts towards yourself or your current circumstance. You are a multifaceted human. You are allowed to have a layered experience. You can be disappointed and proud. You can hold them both together. Another example from a perfectionism optimized client, she was judging herself and beating herself up and experienced it as a failure because they believe that they shouldn't be extremely judgmental. What I pointed out to this client is a significant reduction in time between her judging herself, beating herself up, and stopping that. It is so crucial to know when you are getting in your own way. Maybe it's not beating yourself up. Maybe for you, it's overthinking, catastrophizing, people-pleasing, procrastination. Like, all of that is not a problem. You're human. 'Tis going to happen. But you get to be proud of yourself for seeing a reduction time between this thing happened and when you get self-awareness. Like, that window becomes shorter and shorter and shorter. Here are some reasons for you to be proud of yourself. You can choose to elaborate on how far you've come, the skills that you've gained, how you are showing up to your day-to-day activities, how alive you felt in the process, how present you were during bath time, the relationships that you are developing, the courage that you are demonstrating. Truth booth, you will never get off the hamster wheel of never feeling good enough unless you develop the skill of recognizing and being proud of all that you've done and all of who you are right now. The place of fully recognizing all that you've already accomplished and all that you're proud of. It is from that place that you catapult yourself to being the person who feels as amazing on the inside as their life looks on the outside. It is not from a place of inadequacy. Let yourself feel so damn proud about yourself and just see how that shifts your energy. Ask yourself each day, what am I proud of myself? Like, for me yesterday, I was proud of being present at bath time and I didn't allow myself to get frustrated. The more experiences that you are proud of yourself and the more that you focus on them, then you are actually shrinking this part of your brain known as the amygdala. The amygdala kicks off the stress cycle in your body. When you are a rewired perfectionist, your perfectionism is boldness. It is authenticity. It is a Ferrari drive. It is the confidence to falter, learn, and grow. And that starts with being proud of yourself. It's the most useful skill that you could ever learn. It's a skill that will be with you for generations. If you want that, all you got to do is take the first step and you can go for it at CourtneyLoveGavin.com. Listen up. Taking charge of your perfectionism is so much easier than you have been led to believe. Whether you want to stop playing out worst case scenarios in your head or be joyfully present, ambitious again, you don't need more rigid rules, guesswork, or hard work in perfectionism recovery. You need a framework that helps you understand and, most importantly, rewire your perfectionistic habits from the inside out. It starts inside of Perfectionism Optimized. Besides the obvious mental health and wellness benefits, rewiring your perfectionism is the fastest way to figure out what's really underneath your perfectionistic patterns. This radically different, proven, proprietary approach helps you succeed by dropping the contempt and judgment that blocks change. Discover how to trust yourself, take control of your world, and feel truly empowered to own your perfectionism instead of being owned by it. Head on over to CourtneyLoveGavin.com and start your transformation today.